this just happened. Yeah, not what you want to see on a Sea-Doo anytime, and that's damage. SK here, SK Lifestyle if you didn't know. And what I'm gonna do real quick is a rundown of the damage that I've done to my Sea-Doo. Man, it's upsetting. It really is. I can't believe it. This right here is nothing. Just messing with you guys. I'll rub this off in a second. So, yeah, a little clickbait, but whatever. But there is damage to my Sea-Doo. So I've owned this Sea-Doo for a year and a half. It's a 2017 GTI 155 SE. And I'm just gonna do a quick runaround of what I've damaged on the Sea-Doo thus far. So with that said, let's just jump right into it. You can see right here, I got some little ding marks on the front bumper. Nothing too serious, but it's there. And what this is from, I don't know, going up next to my friend's boat, going next to docks, you know, letting a friend or two borrow it, you know. Hey, we gotta have fun when we're out there, you know. So that's definitely one thing. One thing I'm gonna show you, you probably can't see, but if you notice in there, there's styrofoam. I'm not gonna show you because it's black styrofoam, so it won't pick up on the camera, but I have telescoping fishing rods, and I put them in there one day, and one of the hooks that was attached to the fishing rod kind of stuck in there. It was one of the 3-prong hooks, so that kind of ripped a little bit of the styrofoam, just a teeny piece. You can't even really see it, but it happens. One of the worst pieces of damage that I have on my jet ski, I'll just see this right here, is this. I would say to watch out for people that have any kind of like ankle bracelets or stuff, probably mostly girls, but also any kind of water shoe. A lot of water shoes have holes at the bottom and they can get rocks stuck in them. So if you have somebody sitting here and they kind of like put the bottom of their foot up against the ski, you know, that can scratch up the ski. And I'm guessing that's the kind of stuff that happened there. You know, anybody with toe rings, that kind of stuff. So I'll come in close. Hopefully that picks up on the camera. You can see some of those scratches in there. Yeah, no, SK foul, SK fail right there, but whatever. This is some of the newest damage I got, probably some of the same stuff, you know, rocks in someone's shoes or something as they're climbing a board or something like that. Few little scuffs right there. Come around to the back. Now the back bumpers have been bumped a lot. I even bumped against a steel or aluminum pontoon boat right against it flat. And you can see there's almost there's nothing. I mean, there's a scratch or two on top or something, but for the most part, those are pretty okay. So, you know, they definitely work well, the bumpers on these skis, that's for sure. You can see a little bit of damage on the handrails here, some scratching, scuffing, that kind of thing. And one kind of damage you can't see, but I'll let you hear, or I'll actually kind of see. You can see the ladder goes back up and down. It took a while there. I got kind of close to a sandbar, and the back, you know, kind of dipped down as we were getting off of it, and sand got up inside of here where the springs are. So you could hear it kind of grind a lot more. It's doing a lot better and it's returning a lot faster. So that's a good thing, but that was some damage that I did to the ski. Then come over here. One of the first pieces of damage that I did to the jet ski is right on the GTI sticker. You can see that it's a little bit of a dent inside, but not much. You know, I can always just go grab another sticker and just cover it right up. But you know, I figure maybe I'll wait till I need a few more decals or something before I do that. Coming along again, you can see some more scratching up in here. Nothing too terrible. You can see a little bit of a stain mark there. I'm sure it can probably come out with the right kind of spray, but that's certainly something. On the rails here, let's see. There's some kind of marking here. I don't know. That's probably just, that'll probably come off with a good cleaning, but there's some stuff on there. And just coming around, let's see what else. Anything up here? I think I did have a scratch up here on one of these things. Well, you can see some scuffing. Oh, one other thing I will say, and people will tell you, the covers for these things, don't transport them with the cover on, because they bounce around a lot, especially if it's not a Sea-Doo one that fits real tight. But I'd say either way, and it can give you little micro scuffs in like the paint job. And you kind of get nervous at first because it's your first jet ski, but just do it. Transport it without the cover. If you're keeping it overnight somewhere or something, then cover it up, that sort of thing. If you keep it in the garage all winter, cover it up so somebody doesn't bang into it and scratch it. But otherwise, you know, leave the thing off when you're bringing it around. Yeah, you can see here I got a couple scratches up on there. And let's see, on the handlebars, you know, those are pretty clean. So that said, that's pretty much the damage that I've done to my jet ski. Yeah, not too bad. A lot better than what it looked like from the picture, I bet, right? But that said, you know, has been some close calls. I did turn off the ski one time when the water was still running through it. Luckily, that only happened for about 6 seconds and I caught it. It was just a mistake. I tugged on it too much and it pulled off and it turned off the jet ski. But there was no damage from that either. You know, there's a lot of horror stories, but you know, I lucked out with that. But that said, yeah, I just wanted to go do a quick rundown. I know you guys have seen the ski a lot and you're probably wondering, you know, what kind of damage can happen to a new machine? What have I done to it so far? So that said, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, of course, leave it down below. SK Lifestyle will always get back to you. Let me know, what kind of damage have you guys done to your ski since you got your new ski, or to your old ski? You know, let me know all these kind of things. Let me know the horror stories. Let's start a dialogue. I'm sure we'll get a few laughs in there. Hopefully, you know, going forward, everybody can stay safe and stay without any kind of issues on their ski. I know I'm praying and keeping my fingers crossed myself. But you know, that's what insurance for. You know, things happen, so we just try our best, and that, you know, it is what it is. But that said, SK Lifestyle here. Hopefully this video was a little informational, hopefully a little fun. Hopefully I didn't trick you guys too much. I'm gonna go scrub off a little bit of that tape that was left on from the duct tape, and then go cut my grass because it is looking wicked out here. That said, SK Lifestyle, appreciate you guys. Hope you're subscribing, hope you're hitting that notification bell, like, share, and all that stuff. See you guys next time. FYI, don't put duct tape on your jet ski. I'm gonna get it off, but man, is this thing about to be a little bit of a pain. PS update, I did just clean off the jet ski. I got off all the little bits of white tape that were on it. Definitely a few more specks than I thought when I first just looked, but this goof off stuff, especially these little wipes, look great. I was gonna run and go use an alcohol wipe. I'm sure that would work just as well. But yeah, in case you are dumb enough like me to put duct tape on your jet ski for a few seconds, go and use this stuff to get it off real quick.